Alright, I'm back. We got ourselves a nice old-fashioned right here. This one has Wild Turkey 101. We got some Bada Bing cherries, two Bada Bing cherries, orange peel, some Fee Brothers aromatic bitters, a little bit of simple syrup. I think that covers the recipe. A large ice cube that is now melted. Let's see if I can get a hold of this so I can actually grab a... I folded the orange peel into whatever the hell this is. Who knows? But let's go ahead and I'm going to grab a cherry since I'm like halfway through this thing. Get a little burst of sweetness. You know, ever since I started getting more into old fashions and trying more liquors and rums, bourbons, whiskeys, whatever, I've really been liking doing my own cocktails. Really kind of buying multiple ingredients, good quality ingredients, and just mixing, matching, and seeing what works and what doesn't. Really enjoying that. Nice little like side hobby. Anyhow, today we're going to be using Strike Gold Shaves La Befana, and that is the Witch of Christmas right there on her broom. I know, who knows what the hell that's about. I think it's like an Italian Christmas thing. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't remember the original backstory of La Befana. This is like a 2-year-old release here. So it was a collaboration between a ton of people. Frank always does collaborations. So I don't remember which base this was. It looks like it's the tallow and goat's milk, but this is pre-Tussa silk. So here's what it is. You can see the ingredients there. It is a fantastic smelling soap. Quite firm. You have to actually get into the white knuckling there. Got to put a lot of pressure if you want to press into that one. It's kind of a light tannish color. I do have the trifecta. This is a Strike Gold Shave EDT, and so nice looking bottle there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just, there we go. We are going to go ahead and just crank up the levels of this offering so that we really get a full-bodied shave this evening. Let's see, what do we got? So we got our lather whipped up right here in the Lancaster Razor Works shave bowl. That is, even though it's a 2-year-old soap, it's quite a good looking lather, has a nice density to it, has a good shine to it. So very good looking lather there. Today we're going to be using the Moon Soaps handle, this beautiful purple heart with kind of the herringbone maple right there. And then on top we got the Heritage Collection gelled boar knot on top. And let's go ahead and wet the face. We will get this shave on the road. Hope everybody is doing well. I had a really busy Monday, and so when I got home, I literally didn't even eat dinner. I just threw the TV on, sat on the couch, and after probably 2 shows, or maybe an hour went by, I fell asleep on the couch. I was out, man. I was just beat, so I didn't do a video yesterday. So today, Tuesday, I wanted to make sure I got a video in. I had another really busy day at work. We're 2 weeks out from Christmas, and at the post office, it is our Super Bowl. It is the busiest time of the year. We are pretty much just getting slammed nonstop, and, you know, between customers being rude and just it being super duper busy on all sides of the operation, it's like physically draining and mentally draining. And so I'm just tired. But this old fashioned and this shave are gonna help me persevere. This is a damn good looking lather. You know when you use an older soap and you're just kind of flabbergasted by the lathers you get out of them? It's like, that's nice. You know what I mean? I like that. Anyways, so if you are somehow unfamiliar with La Befana, I feel like La Befana was one of Strike Gold Shave's bigger releases. One of the ones that just got a lot of love. And it's probably majority of that love came from the scent. Xerjoff Naxos is what this one is inspired by. And it is just a fucking banger. A certified banger. If you don't got this one or you haven't got your nose on Naxos, find a way. Because it is a good one. And the soap itself is bold and banging. Like, no two ways about it. But when you hit yourself in the chest with a few sprays of EDT, it is banging. It's blazing. So, I'm going to be smelling like a fucking snack after this shave. Alright, today we're going with the Kamisori right here. Kind of see the symbols up along the spine. I had this one regrinded by Frank Misa from Strike Gold Shave. It has a nice red wrap on it. Really like that. I can't remember where I first got this, but it doesn't really matter because they switched their name, and I don't remember the name that they switched to. If I saw their posts more often, I might remember this sort of thing, but anyways, so Frank kind of took it from a Western kami style, or wait, from a traditional kami style to a Western kami style. So if you see me using both sides of the blade, that's because I can. So let's get right into it. I do believe he used JNat finisher. Been a while since I used this last. I looked it up online, and it was about 10 months ago, so it must not have it must not call to me very often, because if it's been 10 months, kind of says a lot right there. Now it's definitely shaving, but it doesn't feel like a laser like the straight razors that I get home from Frank. Frank's edge is one of my favorite edges that I've encountered for my straight razors. He's kind of my go-to guy. He always treats me right, and he has so many stones and variety, so I can really, explore new things with what Frank has to offer. Like, I've tried JNat and Caudicle with Frank, and both of them were really enjoyable. So it's just he's a nice resource to have, Frank. I gotta position myself where I can actually see my face in the mirror, because I got my phone mount almost dead center. Very nice, though. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the soap. So scent on this one: lavender, lemon, bergamot, orange, honey, cinnamon, cashmere, jasmine, tonka bean, tobacco, and vanilla. So as you could imagine, this one is quite sweet. It has a number of fruity notes as well as a number kind of warm sweet notes. So it is quite sweet, but I think it's actually done really well. It is a high-end fragrance. So even if those notes sound like it's maybe too sweet for you, I'd say it's still worth giving a try because it is a high-end fragrance, and it's been super popular. It's been a crowd pleaser, so I'd say it's at least worth giving it a try, finding a sample or something like that, or a decant if you're looking for the actual fragrance, because it's a winner. Okay, let's go ahead and grab another sip of our old fashioned. All right, let's go ahead and grab a little bit of lather. I loaded heavy, and I can see that I didn't get all the soap off the sides of the bowl, but that is totally fine because we still got a bunch of lather here. Now, I know that Frank has a updated soap base. Him and Jennifer Marting made a new soap base. Jennifer Marting does the shave products for Strike Shave. So I know Jennifer made a new soap base, and it is just absolutely phenomenal. It's one of my favorites. But even this base is no slouch. 2 years old. If it worked then, it'll work now. I stand behind that. Go ahead and work a little bit more of this in. And the scent is just fucking radiating off of me. I love it. So it almost has kind of like this, like really well done booze quality to it. Although it doesn't have a booze note listed. There's just this twang. So I think it's like the type of honey utilized, perhaps, or some combination of like the honey and the cashmere or something. But it has this really nice twang to it that's unique, and really it to me it's kind of like the main reason why I like this. It has lemon, bergamot, orange, but there's really not like a huge blast of citrus. I think those are more kind of subdued and wrapped into the sweetness of the scent. Cinnamon, not really there. But perhaps the tobacco, honey, cashmere, creating like this really unique accord. I don't know. Definitely one you should pick up for yourself. Let me know what you think. All right. Absolutely no problems when it comes to the performance of the soap. The edge is getting the job done. But I will say, against the grain, it's a little bit less comfortable. I am feeling like I'm having to kind of strong arm my way through some of these strokes here, or at least hit the skin with a little bit of momentum. Definitely trying to keep proper angle and be mindful of my touch. But hitting the skin with a little bit of momentum seems to be doing the trick for this edge. I definitely got a little weeper right there. Perhaps I came in a little bit hot or something. I don't think it was a memory line per se. A memory line's just kind of like when you dig into the skin and you get like the full length of the blade or a portion of the blade leaving a line, a red line on your skin where it either cut or you came in too hard. I don't think that's a memory line. I think that's more so a weeper. I might have took the head off of a small blemish or something like that. There we go. It's also a much kind of shorter blade, so when it's filled with lather, not actually seeing where the end of the cutting edge is kind of something that's like right there when I was getting closer and closer to the mustache. You definitely want to kind of like start your strokes in the safe zone and back into your beard line or your mustache line. That way you don't overdo it and then you can't correct, you know what I mean? Definitely be wary of that sort of thing. Yeah, I can see why I sat this down for 10 months. Although I really like the look of this Kami. And I really want to use it more often. I can definitely see why I sat it down and left it alone for so long. It's, although it can shave, and it has a fairly new edge on it, it's just not cutting like a laser, like the way that I like it. And although I do decent at keeping a light touch, but also, stroking with confidence. Yeah, that's what she said. But, hitting the skin with a little bit of momentum, but also trying to keep a light touch. It's a delicate balance. I do all right at that, but I'd rather not have to walk that tightrope while shaving with a razor. I'd rather it be, a little bit more straight to the point, just a light touch and the proper angle, and the razor is going to be sharp enough to do its job. In this case, I don't think that Kami is quite there. So I don't know. It might have to sit for a while again until I can actually find someone who hones Kamisoris to really get this razor where it needs to be. Now, I've sent multiple straight razors to Frank, and every single one of them has came back with the edge that I love. It's just this Kamisori that I don't think is all the way to that same level. But he did have to do some things to it to kind of, get it to the point even where it's at now, because it was a traditional Kamisori, so he had to kind of grind it back into a Western style, so that might have, caused additional complications. Who knows? I'm not a honer guy. Alright, so we're going to use this Lancaster Razorworks towel to knock down the lather. The scent is still there, still smelling great. Really no gripes with the 2-year-old lather. It did its thing. Let's get into a little bit of this aftershave. Now the old aftershave has also been reformulated. There is a newer aftershave formula. So this one features alum as one of the ingredients. It no longer has alum. And then I'm also going to use a little bit of this pure emu oil from A&E. So I'm just going to do 1 squirt, and then I'm going to switch over to this aftershave, get some of that aftershave in there, and kind of incorporate them together here. And this is an alcohol aftershave, and it does have alum in the ingredients list, so I'm expecting to feel a little bit of a tingle, at least where that weeper was. We did pretty damn good considering the shave was a little bit uncomfortable. Yeah, not too bad actually. There was no tingling, so I think that emu oil probably helped temper a little bit of that. It really feels great actually. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you on the next one.